Welcome to the Shellonomics Podcast, your source for pure Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles entertainment, presented by King Mictus.
Alrighty, guys, another episode of Shellonomics. We have brought back our TMNT toy tour guide, Josh. Dude, we were blessed to grow up in Turtle Mania. We have covered every action figure, every vehicle, but a lot of people don't know is Turtle Mania was just bananas. There are books, there is food, there are magazines, there is just anything you could think of. Pretty much the Ninja Turtle face was thrown on it. So Josh is here. We're going to talk about some of the good stuff, courtesy of TMNTtoys.com. We're going to use Dan's website. We did a podcast with him a while back. Real good dude. He's got some great miscellaneous stuff up there. So Josh, let's see, what is one of the coolest things you got that back in your day of Turtle Mania that was not toy related?
Not toy related. What was my favorite Ninja? This is kind of toy related, but different. So when you got the giant figures,
yeah,
like those were my weapons. You know what I mean? Like those nunchucks were badass. You know what I mean? And you could.
You only got one, right?
What?
I think
you only got one, but
wow.
Man, like it was the closest thing to nunchucks I had gotten to that point. Because like before that, I'd got them like plastic ones with the plastic chain that always broke like right away that you got at like the dollar store when we were kids.
Yeah.
But those nunchucks you could really like, you could whip them just like Michael. It was cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, let me think. My little brother, I didn't have these, but my little brother had the green fuzzy like feet slippers with the big raft heads on them.
Oh yeah, those were in a Full House. If you remember that Full House, even
he went everywhere in them things. My little brother, he's 4 years younger than me, so still part of Turtle Mania, but he was at the end of it. I remember him having like Toxic Crusaders toys and Power Ranger toys, where I had grown out of it a little bit by then. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're talking. This is just.
I remember those for sure, and then the same kind of material, but it was a raft chair. Do you remember that? It was kind of like a high back chair. It was all green and like fuzzy, and then it had a raft head built into it.
If you have a picture of it somewhere, I'm pretty sure
I've seen them online before. I've never owned one, but I've seen those online before, and they're pretty neat and they're pretty pricey.
Yeah, well, everything. We talked about everything, and Josh is going to give you guys some random pointers here too when you're looking at lots, because a lot of us hoarded the crap out of this too growing up. So when you'll see a turtle lot on eBay, you'll see some random candy wrappers and just
They were packing stuff in cereal. They were packing stuff in fruit snacks. They were packing stuff in anything you could imagine. Anything that they needed to sell, they would slap the Ninja Turtles on, and it would sell. Like different brands of pizza, hot dogs, sausages. I've bought Ninja Turtle stuff that doesn't even make sense. Toaster cakes. Why do the Ninja Turtles sell toaster cakes? I don't know. But they did.
And they weren't even pizza flavored. Like we're going to talk about the infamous Ninja Turtle pies that people still talk about to this day. Dude, there were bed sheets. I mean, what was cool is we never got enough of Ninja Turtles. And I kind of want to say Turtles actually taught you to save and appreciate everything, because I never threw anything out as a kid. And were you the same way?
You like most collectors, I have a little bit of the hoarding gene. I'm probably on the spectrum somewhere. Who knows? But that's for somebody else to figure out. But yeah, my wife. My biggest thing now is keeping a good box. When you get a good box, because we ship stuff. So when you find a good box, I'll tell my wife I can't throw it away. It's a good box. And then for like 3 months, she'll be like, "Are you ever going to move that damn box?" And eventually, either I use it or get rid of it. But I hate throwing away a nice box.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was always stuff like that. Do you remember the lemon juice we used to get in kids that came in like a plastic lemon?
Yeah.
Had like a mesh bag on the outside.
Yeah. Those I remember.
That mesh bag was my jam. That was Shredder's booby trap. I would go out to the sandbox with my Ninja Turtles. We had an old tractor tire full of sand in my backyard. And I'd go out there with my Ninja Turtles in that lime juice or lemon juice mesh trap, and I would just play for hours, man. So yeah, like I don't know, like some of the stuff's really cool, and then they were packing in so much stuff that some people don't even realize they have it still, because it'll be mixed in with just anything. I've bought some Ninja Turtles cards and stickers that were just mixed in with baseball cards at a yard sale. So they did anything and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Ninja Turtles merchandise.
Ugh, and it started back in 1988. They had what you actually enjoy a lot are some good old gag jokes and crazy weapons. So early, the first few to start were. Did you ever have any of these ones? Like the little joke.
I did not have them as a kid, but so there's a couple new weapons. There's a cool flashlight. There's a cool spy radio that just looks like a boom box. It's a real cool accessory. The cool thing for me is you could get like one of them was the fake flower ring squirter that was big when we were kids. They sold it for $1 in the back of every comic book. Yeah. That was part of it. The other one was one of those little whistles that would like blow the fart noise. Remember them? They had like the little piece of rubber off of them.
Yep.
And then like there was like a plunger, which was a cool Ninja Turtle weapon, but nobody really got one. There was plungers on every vehicle they ever sold for Ninja Turtles, but we never got a plunger as a weapon. So that was in one of the gag jokes and gifts. Let me look here. There's another fun surprise that's in gags, jokes, and gifts. That's called, I think it's called turtle eggs. Let me see if I can find it in my big bad book here. But it was a joke. It's a little pouch and it says turtle eggs. And there was a rubber band inside of it on a piece of plastic, and you wound it up and stuffed it in there. And when somebody would open it, it was almost like those old school hand buzzers that would zap you. And it wasn't really zapping, but they called it zapping.
Oh, yeah. Those I remember too.
But it was kind of like one of them, but it's called turtle eggs. Let me find it real quick. All right. Yeah. You know, because I keep everything.
Yep. Oh,
this is the envelope. And let me see if I can get my camera to be good here.
Yeah, it's got the zoom. There you go. Mutant turtle eggs, 1 dozen. Wow.
Yep.
That looks like
I don't have the little plastic thing, but it was just a little trick. And like I said, it was a little plastic thing on a rubber band, and you spun it up. And then when somebody opened it, you'd say, "Oh, you want to see my turtle eggs?" And it just kind of scared you. So that's what the gags, jokes, and weapons were. They're kind of underappreciated.
Yeah.
They've went up in value a lot since I started collecting. I think now on the card, you're probably looking at $75 to $125 a set. And then loose, it's a lot less than that, obviously. But my cousin Cody, he got number 1 loose graded. And I thought it looked really cool because, you know, they splay out all the weapons and stuff and display them real nice. So he's talking about this year when we go to Nashville, trying to get the other 2 sets graded. So then he can have all 3 up in the cabinet. And it's going to look really good. So,
oh, man.
Not really much of a real value there. Like, I don't see them going crazy in the future, but they're really cool and very underappreciated, not talked about very much.
Yeah, and that's what's great about this podcast here, Josh. For those who don't know, listen to Shellonomics here on YouTube and Spotify. There's tons of stuff you can get back in the Turtle Mania that is not going to cost you an arm and a leg, and it's still pretty cool. Just more examples here. We've got – I had some of these random toys. Well, besides the plushies I always thought were really cool, you had those wannabe Garfield, plushies.
Yeah.
The car. But how about these other random ones? The Mutant Maker or the Thor Sword or Raphael's Sewer Spy Goggles. I had the Sewer Exploration Belt. And it's funny because I didn't really like it because I never saw it anywhere. And I was like, what is this? But that has a lot of value present day.
Absolutely. I recently sold a few of them in the box. So like the bubble sword is pretty cool. It's just a sword that's got 3 holes in it. You could fill the sheath with bubbles. The Sewer Exploration Belt actually comes with 2 sidekicks. That's the only place you can get them, is in that Sewer Exploration Belt. And there's also a variant on them. They can come in yellow or blue. One of them's Electro Buzz. He's a little scorpion with like a plug-in on his tail. And the other one's like a little... it's the snake. It's the spy snake. And then, no, maybe that one comes with Raph's spy goggles. And then Mike's exploration belt comes with it. It doesn't matter. Both those 2 have a set of little buddies that come with them that are same size as the Ninja Turtle sidekicks. And they look really cool in a sidekicks collection. So that's also pretty neat about them. And I think those little buddies are probably $10 to $15 a piece just out of that set.
Jeez. And then the other, now, did you get to keep these as a kid back in the day? Since we're in the Pizza Points?
Pizza Points, yeah, and I actually collected them as an adult for a long time.
Oh, nice.
One time when I was buying a lot, I had over 100 pizza points, clipped ones that I just acquired. I ended up raffling them. I think part of a raffle for charity one year. I gave them all up. But yeah, I didn't know what to do with them. I just had them in a jar.
Dude, there was just so much stuff, guys. We're going to try and cover as much as we can here. I mean, we talked about the sewer sports balls already. There was a mutant maker. Now, what was the mutant maker all about?
So the Mutant Maker's kind of a cool design. Let me get to that. What year did that come out? Never mind, I found it already.
Okay, nice.
So the Mutant Maker was a thing. They tried it in like
nice.
He-Man and stuff. So what it was a little sleeve that held plastic designs. And if you had all three of the same ones, it'd be like April's head, April's torso, April's legs. But it also had Bebop and Rocksteady and Foot Soldiers. So you could put whoever's torso and head you wanted in there, and then you'd lay your paper over it and lock it in. And then if you did the lead trace over it, it would make the perfect design of whatever character you made. That's why it's called the Mutant Maker.
Dude, that was always a fun. And just when I'm looking back at these now, too, can we just get, I don't know if if they're ever listening to our show, but the artwork on these boxes, even these like funky ones, is just so.
Hey, that kid that's on all them boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Who didn't want to be that kid?
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't even look too happy. Like he's on the Technodrome box, and you're like, how are you not the happiest kid alive?
Yeah.
Exactly. But here's the blueprint for the Mutant Maker, just so you can see
exactly what it was. Just amazing artwork. Like I say, we've talked about all the time, just compared to what.
And you know what I mean? You can get one of them in the box.
Yeah.
For probably like $30, $40.
Well, that's fair.
They're almost nothing. But the big thing there is making sure they're complete and have all the little stamps or whatever you want to call them, tracer pads. But I believe there was like quite a few different franchises that did them, and they're all intermixable. So you could mix like He-Man and Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe and all that shit.
Jesus. How about this? Now, my brother's been sending me this Facebook before. I never had this one. Again, we'll just kind of bounce around with this one because this is just a fun hodgepodge show.
Yeah.
We've got Don Sewer Squirter and the Turtle Dashboard. Now, did you actually get to race with that? Because you know what I'm talking about. It has like the little satellite from the Turtle Van almost on there.
Do you remember the racers that were a belt drive screen?
Oh man, like way
back. Exact same screen, just rolled by over and over again.
Oh man, is that really going back? That's like talking light bright to me, man.
That's kind of what that thing was.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It would look like you're driving on the screen and you blah blah blah. I never had one. That's one of the few things I've never had.
Wow.
It can't be that cool. The Sewer Squirter is just a single pump, pretty powerful squirt gun. Here, we'll pull out the blueprint for that since I'm in my book.
Yeah.
It's a single pump, meaning you suck the water or you fill the nozzle and then you pull the handle back and then push forward and it just sprays out like a fire hose.
So, wow.
The cool thing about that, it had some real cool slime stickers on it that went on the handle. So you could pretend like you were shooting ooze, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wonder if it was as strong as our Super Soakers back in the day.
Yeah. I got a Super Soaker 250 up on my shop wall. The Super Soakers are awesome, dude.
Oh, dude, I had I think it was like the 1000 or 2000. I was like near the end, that was like near the end of my childhood when we're starting to go into
a backpack?
Yeah, you shoulder strap.
Yeah.
Those were always.
My brother had the backpack one where you just.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
It came out like it almost knocked you over.
I wish those were still around for my nephews. I'd love to get him one. They even have a Turtle Battle Fun Set where a turtle pretty much joins the Foot Clan. This is thanks to Dan and his website here. But
the Battle Fun Set was just like kind of like a half-assed disguise. They did all 4 turtles. They did Toka. They did the movie 3. I think Raph and Mike, maybe, I don't remember. They did quite a few different ones. They're kind of goofy, but like the purple knee pads and orange knee pads.
Yeah.
That you see, those are all from the Battle Fun sets. Or like turtle beak mask with like those are from the Battle Fun sets.
Jeez, what else can we play rap before we get into the real good stuff here? How about I don't know what the heck this one is. Raphael. The practice pails were cool. Those are like the WWF
wrestling buddies.
Like wrestling buddies. Those are fun. How about this? This is the first time I'm seeing this. my first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It almost looks like the Giant.
It's
Does
a
it have
water
more
baby.
value than the Giant?
It's just a water baby Ninja Turtle.
Really?
You filled it with warm water, and it felt like it was alive, and it was supposed to be like a little baby Ninja Turtle. It was made by the same company as Water Baby. It's exactly a water baby, but it's in raft form.
Did you ever have one of those before?
Yeah. I just sold it recently. Sold for over $200.
Oh my god! Well, congrats on
Loose.
Oh, I was. Phew.
Oh yeah, in the box. That's probably a $500 or $600 piece, but.
Man, oh man! Just all this crazy stuff. We're gonna check a couple more here, and then we're gonna start getting into our joke books here as well. We got a couple good. We're gonna have Josh give you guys 3 of the best jokes from the joke book series tonight. I think we covered most of the miscellaneous stuff here. Now we get to go to the fun stuff. I don't think there's anything else I missed. Just the crazy stuff here. Before Josh gets to our joke books, this was gifted to me for Christmas last year, just to show you can still find stuff that's retro and vintage and still in the box. These rad rollers. This is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm sure you got these somewhere.
So there's Rad Rollers Series 1. That's the common one. They're cool. It's got all the turtles, maybe like Casey Jones.
Yeah, he's in there. Shredder,
Splinter. That's cool. There's a Series 2. So that one you can buy for like probably $25-$30 on the card like that.
Wow.
Series 2 is probably worth $100, maybe more. It almost never comes up for sale.
Wow.
One did come up for sale a couple months ago. It's probably still an eBay sold listing, so you'd be able to look it up. But they go for pretty good money. Rad Roller's another one. Any cool 80s and 90s franchise got some Rad Rollers.
Yeah.
The Simpsons, X-Men, you know what I mean? All of it. They got Rad Rollers.
So that was pretty much our generation's Pogs pretty much then, right? I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the Pogs before Pogs.
Yeah, there you go.
Because like our grandparents played with marbles. Like you had marbles as a kid, we all did.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't know how to use them.
Yeah, besides Kerplunk, but that's a whole different game.
But you never went out and drew a ring in the sand and shipped marbles for keeps. Nobody did that.
No.
We all had marbles. We had no idea what to do with them.
Yep.
Like at some point, somebody just gave us some marbles and was like, "Here you go.
This is a great toy. Huh? I'll go put it on Nintendo." All right, Josh.
I thought about that a while back. It's like, why did we have marbles? Because nobody knew how to play when I was a kid, and like nobody taught us.
Yeah, I didn't.
One of the few games that nobody taught us how to play.
No, and we didn't have YouTube or anything to figure it out at the time either. So like, well, let's just stick with Nintendo and our toys. All right, what do you got for your 3 top dad? I guess they say they're dad jokes, and there's a ton of these. These came, with vehicles. There are a lot of these books.
I'm just gonna name off a few that are just good.
Okay.
So this is from Joke Book number 1, which is kind of hard to find.
Wow.
1, 2, and 3, and then the late ones like 32 or 30 through 33 maybe are the hard ones. So 1, 2, and 3 came with the gags, jokes, and gifts only.
Okay.
That's why they're hard to find. So anyway, this one's great. What do you call a turtle in bed?
Oh God, I have no idea where this is going.
It's an undercover ninja. Okay, so we'll skip forward a few more joke books. That's from Joke Book number 1.
Okay.
Let's go Joke Book number 3, and I'll just give you a quick scan. All right, what do we got here? What do the turtles sleep in when camping?
I'm gonna guess something with shells, but let's see what you got.
A mutant. A mutant.
Hey, I'm actually laughing. There's a difference between a good laugh and a God, that is a terrible joke. So. You're 2 for 2 so far.
You know what you got to think? Somebody wrote these and was like, "Yeah, that's gonna get some."
Well, it has to get approved by somebody too, right? Like whoever's making these toys. These are Playmates joke books, right?
Yeah, they came with different figures, different vehicles. So now we're gonna skip forward. That was 1 and 3, and this one is number 10. This one came with Rock and Roll Wacky Action Michelangelo. So
something actually from that toy actually was good. I'm sorry, we have crapped all over those Wacky Actions since our podcast. So there is something cool about those toys.
Okay, this is Benjamin Baldwin's gonna love this one.
All right.
What time does Ace Duck get up?
Got me.
At the quack of dawn.
Oh man.
All right. So those are our jokes for today.
Just a sneak peek. Yeah, Josh is here all night for you guys.
Yeah.
Feel free to check out his channel.
I'm not even getting paid for this shit.
Beautiful audience. Beautiful audience. Now we're going to get into our fun here, guys. We're just going to start showing off some of our collection that we've kept through the years or bought at flea markets. For me, before I had these, actually, is Rose Art. We got to give a tip of the cap to Rose Art because they had some of the dopest stuff growing up. You had puzzles. You had the jumbo puzzles with amazing artwork, the little puzzles with the Triceraton. Did you have the color forms? Remember those? Like you would have like little stickers and you could make your own like cartoon?
The color forms are cool, but what I remember the most as a kid was Shrinky Dinks. Do you remember Shrinky Dinks?
No, I don't ever heard of it.
Okay, Shrinky Dinks is one of the dumbest things ever. Okay, so you get like this little piece of plastic that looked like a Ninja Turtle, and then you'd take these markers and you'd color it, and it was like this big.
Okay.
Then your mom would put it on her baking sheet, possibly to ruin her baking sheet forever, and put it in the oven, like 350 or something crazy. When they come out, they're like this big, and they look like perfect Ninja Turtles.
Oh my God, there it is! Somebody has it on a Reddit post. What the
dude? My mom bought it.
Bradley.
I remember coming home from Walmart and Shrinky Dinks. Like I got the Shrinky Dinks, and I think they were Ghostbusters. I don't even think they were Ninja Turtles, but I remember watching the commercials and thinking this is going to be the greatest thing ever. And dude, like it was kind of like remember when you bought those things to the kids and they were like, it grows 10,000 times its size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you like throw in the water and it just gets this big. And you're like,
yeah.
It was kind of like that. Shrinky Dinks were lame. They definitely upsold those things.
I mean, just everything. And these are the ones I always enjoy, and they did them for the movies. Everybody had cards, baseball cards, basketball cards. This is one of my favorite ones back in the day. I love this set. You can have the sticker, and on the back, it turned into a Turtles logo. What's ridiculous, though, or I feel bad for collectors, is people are jerking collectors around because I'll see these packs of cards at card shows, and guys, you're not getting autographs. You're not getting game use. To me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this. It's disgusting to see people charging $5 or $6 a pack for those.
So just a pack, you shouldn't really pay more than $1 or $2.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
Because there's nothing in here of high value.
No, there isn't. Unless you want rock hard bubble gum.
Even a PSA Gem Mint 10 of any one of that set only sells for like $30 or $40. And I don't know how much it costs to grade.
Yeah,
but it's got to be $20, right?
Yeah.
There are some cards that have a little more value. Yeah. This is one where they repackaged the second series and put them in these clamshells and sold them at like dollar stores and shit.
Yeah,
so these are kind of harder to find. There's 6 packs in here.
Okay,
but in the 6 packs, there's probably 20 doubles in these 6 packs.
Yeah, and they're all just base cards. There's nothing. There's not. It's not like nowadays where, or even like when we were kids in the 90s, like Flair Ultra, like you had these cool designs like X-Men cards. It's just basic cards.
Yep. So here's the box that the second series came in. And then I got a few just random packs. Like I said, you got this is the first series pack. And then the second series pack, it says second series on it, so you know.
Right there, 25 cents back in the day. The price is right on that pack you just showed us.
And then I got this. This is kind of cool. I got it as a gift. This is a patch, like for a jacket, but it's made to look just like the trading cards. I think I don't want to claim for positive, but I think a guy named David Herndon made these.
Okay.
I'm not positive. But I'll give him credit because he sent me a bunch of cool shit. But the trading cards, yeah, they're just not anything, dude.
Yeah, it's a great, again, another inexpensive.
Yeah.
You can probably buy a set on eBay. I would think that shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg to get.
Well,
either.
I sold like full sticker sets, like all 8.
That's tougher, yeah.
So all 8 stickers, I used to sell them for like $12 a set.
Yeah, fair.
I think I sold 6 or 7 sets at that price. So somebody wanted them.
Yeah,
But I have this set here. This is one complete set, but this is the hero set. It's kind of hard to read that.
Oh, yeah. I've got my hero stuff too. So, Josh, for those who do not know, can you explain why some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles? Like this little...
season 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles hit in 1987. And the UK and the European Union, or whatever it was called at that time, said, the kids love it, we love it, but we think it's a little bit too violent. So Ninja was considered the violent part of Ninja Turtles. So over there in the United Kingdom and France, Germany, Italy, it's not every country over there, just some. They were called the Hero Turtles, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And then you'll also notice for the cartoon, Michelangelo only uses his nunchucks in season 1. This is because they also said Michelangelo's nunchucks were way too violent.
Yeah. Sad for us Michelangelo fans that
he switches to a grappling hook after season 1.
Yeah.
He still has his nunchucks in his belt. He just never uses them to like hit or anything.
No, use them to take a bath or throw a nunchuck. Yeah. I thought that was always cool just as a collector too. Like I have a couple books from the Hero Turtles right here. It's Return of the Technodrome. This is one of the ones I don't know how I had this as a kid, but my parents got me this for Christmas a long time. So we didn't show you guys the plushies on hand, but there is a photograph of them in here. I thought these old school plushies were dope. These ones are always really cool. Different colors, just like the action figures.
Absolutely. There's also in Europe, we did not get them released, but there's an undercover set of turtles.
Those do exist. I was going to ask. I've seen those on eBay, and they go for a crazy dollar, man.
Yep. And then there's also Santa Claus ones.
Yeah, I think
they go for decent money, but the undercover ones is as a rare set. I believe they were only sold in the UK, and they weren't sold for very long.
Jeez. Well, Josh, feel free to start sharing anything you got, man.
So because Mikey asked me we were just going to talk about random Ninja Turtle stuff, I noticed some things gaining popularity, so I just wanted to touch base on them. You'll hear a lot of people in the Ninja Turtle collecting world talk about turtle pies. So
yes,
this sounds crazy, but this empty wrapper, from 1991 or whenever it was, these sell for like $75, and there was multiple sold listings at that price. It wasn't just 8 sold listings. So what I'm going to show you here, so this is the Ninja Turtles, the pie wrapper. This is the Donatello wrapper with the free sticker inside. So what you would get is inside your turtle pie, which was just a pudding pie like we still get today, but covered in green slime casing. I don't know what you'd call it, like an icing. They weren't great, but like I said, you got a cool sticker with it. So you got a food and then a sticker. So who didn't love that? And then this, you'd put this on your skateboard. You'd put this on your locker. You'd put this, wherever. On your dresser, piss your parents off. Yeah. So another one, this is another wrapper, also a Donatello, but this is with the Secret of the Ooze offer. So different wrapper. So just a different variant to collect. And the Secret of the Ooze stickers, you got different scenes from the movie. I got Raph and Leo there. That one's Donnie and Leo in the sewer. That's all. That's the coolest one probably over the ooze. And then we got a Splinter. So just one of them per pack you'd get. But another cool thing I've managed to add, this is what's called a shelf talker. So back when they sold Ninja Turtle pies, these little tabs would fold over and get glued to the shelf or stickered to the shelf. And this would hang right there in the store, right where the turtle pies were being sold. So I just thought that was cool. And I don't know, you can find these, and you can find them unused just like that one. They're just over $100 probably. If you can find one, they're not super easy. So let's get a little farther. So if you took the UPCs from your turtle pies and saved them, you could save up for what they called the Battle Clicker. Now, the Battle Clicker sounds cool as shit, but all it is a pinback button with a solid back, and that's your battle cry. I mean, how intimidating is that if you're going into battle?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like one of those little things you train your dog with.
Yeah.
The coolest turtle pie thing I own, this is what's called a proof sheet or an uncut sheet of turtle pie stickers.
Sounds like when people are making money and stuff. Damn.
So when they were in the factory cutting these up to go into turtle pies, you got one sticker per pie, but there's actually 5 different stickers you can get. And this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full sets of those stickers on it. And then if you look down at the bottom, it's got the color proof marks. You know what I mean? They use those for the printing process to make sure everything was right. So turtle pie stuff has really jumped in value. It's kind of hard to get. There's some other standees and stuff that were in the stores that I see sell for pretty big money. I'm going to go ahead and pop out a few more things.
Yeah.
This is something I always liked. So This is your cheese mold, your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cheese mold. Or cracker topper is what they call it. It was free with the purchase, and this is if you bought Easy Cheese, Nabisco Easy Cheese.
That cheese was in a can, the old stuff?
Yes.
Oh, I still use it. My grandma used to love that stuff. Okay.
My grandma did too, on a saltine cracker.
Yes.
Cracker. So here's the thing. Tells you how to use it. You fill up your little turtle head with cheese and then dump it onto your crackers. So you got a little Ninja Turtle medallion.
That is dope.
Goofy stuff. But these, when I bought this, the tag is kind of the more expensive thing. You can find these. These are usually in a random lot of figures. Nobody knows what they are. Nobody can figure it out. And you get them, and this is probably $30 if you want to buy it from somebody that knows what it is. But the tag probably makes it a little more expensive because nobody kept, while everybody kept this in their Ninja Turtles box, the tag is usually gone. But very cool. I think that's one of the cooler Ninja Turtle things. This is something, I don't even know what these are. I mean, I know what they are, obviously. These are card cutouts you could get, and they might actually be stickers. I'm not exactly positive. There's a little fold crease at the top that I'm not going to jack with. But these are number 5 and number 6. We got Leonardo and Shredder, and these are from a company called Uncle Toby's. So if anybody out there in YouTube land or internet land knows what Uncle Toby's sold, I mean, I'm sure I could Google it, but I don't really care to know enough.
Yeah.
But I ended up with 2 of them, so that's something cool. Those, I don't know much about them, but you can get something like that really cheap. I probably paid like $1 for both of those.
There's just so much good stuff out there.
Here's Kraft, known for making things still to this day. These are both Kraft stickers. They're free sticker you got with your Kraft macaroni and cheese, probably. So those are neat. That's a Raph and a Leo. Once again, if you're paying more than $3 for something like this, you paid too much.
Yep. Even in this day and age. Yeah, even in 2025.
Here's something you don't see and we need to bring back. This is the pin back button.
Oh, man.
When we were young, you would put these on your jacket and your back.
Yeah. And you could stab some, and your fingers would be stabbed because that stupid little thing would hurt like hell, man, if you screwed it up.
This one is from Toaster Cakes, Muffins from 1990. And it's just got a Raph, and he says Cowabunga.
See, just again, look how cool the artwork is compared to the stuff we get in 2025. Can't these guys just make that design again? It just calls to the soul. There's effort, there's passion in there. Again,
I've never heard of the company Thomas or their Toaster Cakes, but I'm sure they're a big enough company to get a Ninja Turtle license, so had to be something big at one point.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, just in case you're listening to the audio version of this, those turtle pies were made by Hostess, the Twinkie man, the man behind the Twinkies.
So here's another one. This isn't the whole box, but this is.
I was going to ask you about those. Those are my favorite.
Farley Ninja Turtles fruit snacks. These were the perfect texture fruit snacks.
Yes, 100%, dude.
I still search for things like these today. The Welch's fruit snacks still it tastes like these. They're not perfect, but they're good. So these are the perfect texture. Farley's. This is just the front art, but I thought it was cool, and I got this in a lot of Ninja Turtles. It just came in there. Some kid cut this out. And it stayed with his Ninja Turtles until his parents sold them a couple years ago. So something you could get in the Farley's Fruit Snacks was a Ninja Turtles trading card.
Okay.
This trading card was from the Sega Genesis, from the Sega Genesis, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters video game. So on the NES, that's a super expensive and rare cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
But on Super Nintendo and Sega, it's not as good. And the game actually kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's like a crappy version of Mortal Kombat.
Oh, for Nintendo, yeah, we've beaten that one. There's really not much you can do. There's Casey Jones in there, but
I just wanted to get it because I always like when there's a giveaway, I always like to own it. You know what I mean? Like if it was a free giveaway in something. So this one is Leonardo versus Dark Leonardo. Pretty cool card. And on the back of the card, it gave you game tips. This is another thing. We didn't have the internet when we were young. So you either had a Game Genie or one of those Nintendo Power magazines, or you bought Farley's Fruit Snacks and looked for the game tip. Let's see what it says.
Yeah.
Clone Leo knows what your next move will be, so shake up your battle plan. Stun this unturtle with a few roto cutters and follow them with Leo's jump and stun uppercut. So, yeah. Last but not least, what I broke out was Ninja Turtle cereal. This was a big hit.
Dude, what a collector's box. I've never seen a box like that before.
So there's a Ghostbusters one like this too, and something else. Oh, it's on the back here. So there's Mario, there's Link from Zelda, there's Ghostbusters. I think those are the Cookie Crisp Bandit. I think that's who that one is. And then just a Triceratops. So what they were advertising here is you could get a shirt with that exact same hologram on the shirt. Now, this shirt, if you own one today, this is probably one of the more valuable Ninja Turtle shirts in existence for vintage, because these holograms are like super brittle. So if your parents washed it a lot or something, this would pretty well be worn off. But yeah, it was just a black T-shirt that had the same hologram on it. And if you look at the back of the box, it's got the kid looking awesome in his Ninja Turtles T-shirt. Got the cool 80s glasses, 90s glasses on. Then obviously the side and stuff. Even in the nutrition facts, you still got Ninja Turtle art. There's a Raph right there on the side of the box. Why was Raph the most overproduced Ninja Turtle? Do you ever wonder that?
I'm guessing because maybe because the OG, it was easy to just use the red. The old turtle, they're all just red bandanas.
So I grabbed another Ninja Turtle.
How did you keep these in? I mean, I don't know if these are yours from the house, but just how did you find these in pristine condition? These are 30 plus years old, listeners.
Well, we all know that. I told you. At one time, I was kind of a crazy collector, and once you own every Ninja Turtle figure, you kind of run out of stuff to buy. So you start looking for weirder and weirder and weirder Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah.
So this is another box. This one came with exclusive collector's cards. There was 24 in total. On the back of this one, you get 4 each. So we get April, we get the Shredder and Tatsu. We get Michelangelo's I Love Being a Turtle, which is one of the most epic scenes ever. And Michelangelo shows his stuff. That is right after the keep practicing a fellow chucker scene. So I'm going to grab one more thing.
Please take your time. Yeah, guys, there was just so much good stuff here. We had cereal. I mean, we had cookie jars. Another friend of ours from a special group used to love getting those. I forget the brand of the. When you come back, Josh, I'm sure you can hear when you're going through your turtle goodness. What was the name of those cookie jars that everyone used to collect? It was like a big happy turtle on it.
Yeah, the Ninja. I think there's 2 different cookie jars. There's a variant there.
Really?
Wow. Something like with the smiles or something.
Yeah, our good friend Mike Olson, he was big into those turtle cookies, man. I think he probably still is. But
so okay, so there are some other things you could get in the cereal box. You could get, and this was a big thing when we were young, the Ninja Turtle pencil topper eraser. So basically like an 88 Donatello head. I got a couple of them here. And it would just go on top of your old number 2 pencil when you wore out the eraser down to that metal thing and tore up your paper. And you could put a Ninja Turtle head on there. Now, if you showed up to class with the Ninja Turtle head on your pencil, you were hot shit in like 2nd grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you lose these, and they didn't erase worth of shit. Like they would just scuff up the paper. But that was cool. So here's another one. This one's sealed. The Ninja Turtles cardboard mask. And they gave these out when they were doing the sweepstakes, because at one time in Ninja Turtle cereal, they were offering every single Ninja Turtle that was made to one winner.
What the hell kind of artwork is what kind of color are those belts, Josh?
Yeah. So you'd open it up, and this was Cookie Crisp and Ninja Turtle cereal. This one comes out of
Cookie Crisp. Wow. That's just funny.
Sorry, you're not a winner. And then when you opened it up, you got these badass Michelangelo shades.
Oh, almost like 3D glasses, kind of.
Yeah, and they wrap all the way on your head and like snap and everything. So there's that. And then the coolest thing you could get in the cereal, where the hell did that go?
And this is all for free, chat. For most of you who've seen, you can usually mail in to get these really radical cereal bowls, but that just came with the cereal box. You didn't even have to mail in for those. That just came with your.
These ones just came in the cereal. So I showed the Michelangelo one. Here's a Raph mask. Same thing. Also came with the if you're a winner or not. This might be the coolest thing, and these are really gaining value too. It's tough to see because this one's sealed, but this is called the Pizza Flyer Disc. So a lot of times these pop up in Ninja Turtle lots, and it just looks like a little pizza. It's like a miniature Frisbee, Mike.
Okay.
That's all it is. And it looks like a pizza on top. The sticker, gave it the pizza.
Yeah.
These just loose with the sticker on them. These sell for like $30.
Gee.
The inner package is probably $50, $45. I don't know. I'd hate to try to find one because
Yeah.
they were hard to find when I bought them.
And it doesn't even have a Turtles logo on there? Because how do you even know what that is?
It does not. I believe it says no.
God.
Not even a stamp on the back.
That's what I'm saying. That's hard enough. Jeez.
But it's a cereal premium. You remember that? They didn't have
Yeah.
no stamps on them, and they were. Think of what a choking hazard some of those were.
Yeah.
Like, just be in the cereal.
All those free toys you used to get. It's almost like those free Cracker Jacks.
We'll do a couple more things, and I actually have.
No, we could definitely keep this going for a while. I mean, there's just so much to talk about. I mean, we haven't even gotten to
There's another cereal box here that I forgot I had.
That's the one I remember. That's the one I
This one you could get free.
Oh, the magazine.
Ninja Turtles the magazine.
Free magazine. Wow.
Look at that artwork, bro.
Again, just good. They just I wish they would keep that up. It's a shame they don't.
Yep.
It's a shame. Just like like how animated cartoons are so much cooler in our generation than current.
Here on the side, just like on the figures, you had the fan club flyers.
Yeah.
Right here on the side of the turtle, you could sign up for the fan club. $4.50. That's all it was.
Wow.
And you got a bandana, a sticker, a membership card. I grabbed these just because it's a crazy thing to still find. But cassette tapes.
Ooh.
These are sealed. This is Ninja Turtles 1. And this is so when they have this little sticker on the front, it's called with something. I don't know. It tells you what's in it. So I got that. This is Ninja Turtles 2. It's sealed. And this is the Coming Out of Their Shells tour.
Oh, nice.
Also. But I'm going to show everybody something because I had this discussion with somebody earlier this week. Vintage cassettes and VHS. See this little cutout on the back of it?
The little black line strip? Yeah, it's a little strip.
So you'll see that a lot on old VHSs and old tapes that are still sealed, but they'll have that cutout in the back. The way this is explained to me, back in the day, stores would buy 20,000 copies of this when it came out, right? And they would sit on their shelves because, who was really buying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the soundtrack, on cassette? So once they went into bargain bins or they were discounted, you had to take this little chunk out of it before you sold it because that was to show it wasn't sold at full price. So if you look, my Coming Out of Their Shells tour does not have it, but the other two do. So that means those were sold out of bargain bins in the stores sometime in the mid-90s, probably.
God, I wonder if now I doubt you would know this, Josh. Of course, I'm going to ask you this because you're the value dude. Have you seen value in that change because of the?
So value in VHS and cassettes sealed has really jumped since COVID. I think VHS has really went up. Ninja Turtles are kind of weird. We might as well make this a little longer because we've got time.
No, we can go as long as you want to. I'm jacked. And this is another for me, I hope all our listeners are enjoying this stroll down memory lane. We're talking stuff that we grew up with our childhood.
So I'm going to move some stuff over here to the chair so we can talk about it.
You take all the time you got, dude. While you're doing that, we're going to show you some more stuff I've got here. We've got, these are really cool too, guys. The Storybook Adventures. I made a deal to get some of these back into my life. These are just phenomenal artwork. Some of them were unique stories. Like this one here. I love the Raphael design on this one. The one I had as a kid that I always liked, one of them I'll show that I never had as a kid, and the other one I had is this one right here, Leonardo A Fishy Adventure. I never had this one growing up. Happy to have this in my collection. When I was a kid, my dad would read this to me all the time. This one was really, really cool. I think my mic cut off for a second, but we're back now. This is with Jack Kirby. This is actually also a comic book from the 1980s Ninja Turtles. This one was just a lot of fun. I wrote with my dad. You can see that this only had 4, and it skyrocketed because on this one, there's another book here. They actually have a lot more of them. There's just tons. There's turtle books. There's activity books. We showed you guys this one already, but if you want, we could even show you with this. They had little comics in this thing as well, which is just phenomenal artwork. I would, when they did the Universal Studios, some cool little turtle stuff here. Josh, how about your attire? How many turtle shirts did you have? And did you have the bed sheets and pillowcase? I think I want to say
As a kid, I had a couple.
Okay.
I still had a Ninja Turtle pillowcase up until like 3 or 4 years ago. I finally sweated and stuff on it enough. My wife was like, "That thing's fucking gone."
It's just
It was gross, bro. Like I'm a sweater when I sleep. So, it was originally white, and by the time she made me get rid of it, it was pretty bogus. But I had bed sheets, I had curtains. As a kid, I only had a few Ninja Turtle shirts. As an adult, there was one time I gave away like 100 of my old Ninja Turtle shirts.
Oh man.
Just gave them away because I didn't want them anymore. But I probably still own, I probably 25 Ninja Turtle shirts. Used to be all I wore. But okay, we're gonna talk about VHSs.
Yeah.
So in the movies obviously have value. 1, 2, and 3. 1 being the highest value, and then you also want first print of each one is going to be worth more than anything else.
How can you tell a first print, Josh? If you could explain
the
it.
First print, there's watermarks on these.
Okay.
So you can see I don't know how it's going to show up on camera. Okay. Some of these have a watermark in the side, and that's just that white mark in the plastic film that shrink wraps them.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Okay, like the little stripe. Yeah, I can see.
Okay,
that.
So it's something to do with that on the first one, and then there's one with a pizza offer, the Pizza Hut offer, and that. I don't collect the movies. I only collect the VHSs of the cartoons. So I don't know much about the movies, but my favorite episode of all time is Hot Rod and Teenagers. This is where the neutrinos show up, the weather machine. I had this at my grandma's. I still own the copy that was my grandma's.
Nice.
It was played millions of times. It was played so much that the tracking messes up through it, and it like scrolls. You remember old VHSs once they got put out?
Yeah, they use that little
roll and shit.
Yep.
But I own 2 copies of this, and I actually used to own another copy, but I gave my cousin one.
Okay.
I had the hang tank top copy. These are both sealed. That's an awesome episode. So when you're collecting Ninja Turtles, there's the original episodes and the original releases. They're all going to look like this. It's going to say Ninja Turtles here. It's going to have the FHE logo down at the bottom. You can get anything from that's Hot Rod and Teenagers. This is the Shredder Gets Splintered. That artwork is fucking awesome with the Technodrome in the back. Oh, yeah. This one is Cowabunga Shellhead.
Yeah.
And then we have everybody's old favorite, the case of the killer pizzas. That's where the NECA alien monsters. Yeah. But so you have those ones. These are just original releases of a couple. You got a couple episodes on these, I believe.
Yeah.
Like two episodes, maybe even 1.
Yeah, it was 2. It was 2 for most of those.
Then you had these ones that came in like 4 packs. This one is Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop.
And look at the back of that really quick. That's a disappointing one because we'll look on the back. Who's on there?
Well, it's up in Rocksteady, but it's not Super Bebop.
There's one. Oh no, it's not that. There's one that I doubt you have this one because see, for those who don't know, guys, we were not blessed with getting the full series on DVD as kids. They didn't release every episode because there was way too many. So we got season 1 in full. Season 2, we were missing a good chunk. We didn't get many. We got the Incredible Shrinking Turtles miniseries. We were missing a lot. And there's one VHS tape. I don't know if it's called the Big Zip-a-Tap because they had a big series. And on the back, they have the Casey Jones spot where he's fighting Krang the Knucklehead, but he's not there. That episode isn't there. And it was so sad.
Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. This is the same episode. This is Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop. And you can see there's differences. The difference in the script. So this one, see how it's got the number 6 on the side?
Yep.
That means it was part of a set that was released. This one is the actual release of it where it does not have the number 6 there on the side. So there's different values for different things like that.
Now, what's great, too, about these, Josh, while you're going through these is most people, again, thrift stores don't know the value. They just want to get rid of it because people are dumping off VHS tapes all the time. Well, they used to. Maybe now, since you said collectors have been collecting these, maybe they're holding back. But, I mean, you can usually go to a thrift store like Savers or Shop Goodwill, find these in the bargain bin for anywhere between $1 to $5.
In opened condition, you should be able to find any one of these VHS tapes for under $5.
Yeah.
I would think. But this is something that a lot of people don't realize. Back in the day, there was a huge competition. In the United States, where I'm from, VHS was the only option. But a lot of like New York, Los Angeles, you might have had the option of trying Beta.
Ooh.
So Beta looks just like a VHS, only it's like slightly smaller. It's kind of hard to see in this. So the VHS one, I can see the tape at the bottom of that, right?
Yeah.
In the beta version, I can see a foam insert, and it has this warning. It's just a protective label, but that's it. So beta and VHS actually were in huge competition, and VHS is what won. I'm not really positive why, but because VHS won, if you find a beta version of these sealed like this one, they're worth a pretty penny. They're pretty much double what a VHS is worth.
Jeez.
So that's something to keep an eye out for. So if we're talking tapes, I just wanted to show this again.
Yeah.
So this is the whole Sewer Hero set. It's not all. I got 3 of them here. Sewer Hero series. This is Michelangelo meets Bugman, and then this is Leonardo lightens up.
Had that one as a kid. 2 great episodes on that one too.
And this is Donatello's degree.
Yep.
So those came as a set. So there's a big sleeve that goes around all 4 tapes. I don't own that, but those are worth good money. Those bigger sleeves.
Oh yeah, Hollywood Dudes. I don't know if you have those, but that's
I have one. Yep, I'll show you it since I have one.
Yep.
This one is Turtles of the Jungle. Here's another one that you can get. This is from the BK Kids Club. These are cheaper.
Yeah.
You can get these for about $20-$25 a piece sealed. But we got the Invasion of the Turtle Snatchers. That's with that little goofy turtle that the NECA came out with one of them.
And those are only 1 episodes, guys, just in case you're looking to watch these. You only got 1 feature. But you did get the Turtles movie trailer on a couple of those, which is pretty wild.
We got the Great Boldini. That's a great cover, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle scene, throwing snowballs.
And you got that with your food. I mean, did it get any better being a 90s kid, man? It didn't.
And this one of the better episodes, another, again, awesome art. Sky Turtles. This is a blimp in it.
Yep.
But let's talk about some other things while we're here. If you're talking about Ninja Turtles tapes, talking about Ninja Turtles movies, the TV guide.
Yeah.
We don't have it anymore, Mike.
Yeah.
It's no TV guide. And when it is, it's in the Saturday paper and it's 1 page and it tells you like nothing. But when we were kids, if you wanted to know what time the Ninja Turtles movie was going to be on Channel 2 on Saturday, you had to flip through this damn book. When I was a kid, I never even understood how it worked. I'd always check the TV guide. I'm like, what do you mean?
You would just look at the crossword puzzles.
And there's like a million words in there. I'm not looking at, but this one is when Barbara Walters interviewed the Ninja Turtles. If you've ever seen this footage, this was one of the weirdest things to ever come out of them.
Oh yeah.
I think they talked about a little bit about bestiality or something in that interview.
I tell his machine broke too. So yeah, if anyone needs a good laugh, he starts crying out of nowhere and it just wouldn't stop. Water just continued to come out of his eyes.
This is something you don't see often. You have to have lived through our era to even know what it is. This is movies on CD for your PC. This lasted about 6 months in the stores, man. I remember this coming out and everybody's like, you can watch a movie on your computer. And look at this. They couldn't even fit it onto 1 CD, bro. Did you
ever watch it on there? I know you bought it as a collection.
No, I probably should.
Just for the hell of it, dude. Just watch with your kids. Like, oh my god, we ran.
I had one of these forever, and it was kind of beat up. I really like the clamshell. I really like that it's a movie on CD.
Yeah,
it kind of defines an era. Like if only our generation understands that movies were on CD too. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm curious where the stop in the movie was. I'm guessing it'd be you'll have to let us know just if it's the apartment.
I asked that same question one time on my page, and somebody told me they were a big fan. They collected these.
Oh, okay.
They collected movies on CD, and they told me where it stops. But I'm going to show you something here that's kind of rare, and it's going to give you a kind of a what's up on where these come from. So this is the Ninja Turtles movie. This is Turtles at Earth's Core.
Yep,
and it's got the movie, and then it's got a nice little extra art and description of the episodes and stuff here on the left side. But on the back, it's that generic Ninja Turtles art case that we all saw. Holds your colored pencils and all that junk. You can find these cases all over the place in different Ninja Turtles lots. But you almost never see these sealed, and you can tell why. You can see that hole in it right there. I don't know if the camera doesn't capture well. These are shrink wrapped with very flimsy film. So I've got cracks and creases all through this, but this is sealed, and they're very hard to find sealed.
Yeah.
So I think I paid $75 for that, and I think it's probably worth close to double that. So, but yeah, that's my jump into the weird. Like, if when you're talking weird Ninja Turtle merch, we could go for days and days and days. I could just reach into my cabinet here.
Yeah, and we're just talking, guys. Yeah, we're just talking about our generation. There's more from 2003 and whatnot. Oh my god, like roller
Ninja Turtle skates, once again in Raph's head. And these are the goofy dumb skates that strapped over your shoes. You couldn't really skate on these. Once you put them on, it's just like clank, 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 clank. You didn't really roll. Look at this bearing. This is the most junk. Look, that's how it's.
You know what sucked too? You know what I tried using, but even my dad said was garbage. Was do you remember the baseball mitts? They all had their own little face on the baseball mitts. I bet you probably have one somewhere.
My little brother's that he used for t-ball. It's a Donatello. It's out in my garage right now.
Okay,
it's the one he used.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's some random. This is a Ninja Turtles Michelangelo mask.
What the hell? What year is that?
Oh, it's by Collegeville, so I'm gonna guess 1989.
Wow.
Tag's still on it.
That's a cool looking
made in
mat.
China. This is sold at Woolworths, but just a big Ninja Turtle head, just to show you some of the odd things you could get. Here you go with Ninja Turtles Valentine's. So if you had a crush in 1991, you could let her know by saying, "Let's rock, Valentine."
I have one random one. I think it was because I bought a lot. It says your Mondo to the max. So yeah,
These ones are jumbo Valentine stickers. So I thought that was cool. And like I said, I'll buy anything with Ninja Turtles on it. I don't care.
So how did you, while you're doing the show, how the heck did you even find all this stuff? Again, eBay is easy to go to. There's a big toy show coming up, guys. I'm gonna probably put this up on YouTube later. In October, there's a big toy show in Illinois. So is that where you go to find this stuff? Flea markets, thrift stores, or when someone sells?
I'm a YouTube junkie or an eBay junkie.
eBay, okay. Okay.
I would just search the most basic search. I would search TMNT. Or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'd select all. I'd go to newly listed, and I'd look at everything.
That's a good way to go because
here is a cool set I got. These are from my buddy Isaac Clifford from Australia.
Okay.
These are at mobile gas stations. You got little Ninja Turtle pullback cars. So there's Mikey and Don. They say mobile on the front, and like I said, just little pullback cars like a Happy Meal toy. We got a Raph.
Oh, yeah, I had the Ronald McDonald one. I remember those.
Yeah, there's a Raph, and here's a Leo. So I got the whole set of those. Those are from Australia. I thought those were really cool, and it just shows you that it was not just a United States phenomenon. It was a global phenomenon. Here's some stupid stuff that you just don't make sense, but we got it anyway.
It's turtles.
Did you want lunch at school to be cooler?
Yeah,
a Ninja Turtle lunch sack. And
he's not taking
Raphael. It's Raphael at an exercise machine, and the weights are pizzas, and it says pumping pizza. Pumping pizza. And look at that outfit he's wearing. Look at that outfit he's wearing.
It's good. And again, but look how cool the artwork is too.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Fantastic.
But yeah. If you wanted your lunch to be that much cooler, you brown paper sacked it. Because a lot of people brown paper sacked it, but not everybody Ninja Turtle brown paper sacked it.
There's just tons. Birthday candles, I'm sure you got somewhere in there. Cake.
These are Ninja Turtles slipper socks.
No. Oh, those are the ones that would stick to the ground.
Oh, yeah, they got little grippies on the bottom.
Yeah, I used to have those. Oh, this is just fun. I'm having a time of my life just chatting about all this old stuff I used to have. My God. We've talked about the games. They've had memory match games. Tower of Doom. Do you have that one anywhere yet? That one.
I don't have Tower of Doom.
That one's one.
I do have all three. I'll grab them because we're talking about them.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I've got, there's so many games, guys. Dueling Dudes, which was like a Rock'em Sock'em robot I used to have. The Michelangelo Shredder head-to-head. There's Ninja Turtle Hockey, which is subterranean sewer hockey, which is almost like those things you'd see at the arcades where it was just hockey guys on each side, a red team and a blue team, and you would just kind of bash each other with joysticks. That one was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So we'll just keep going since we're already on it.
Hey, why not?
Here is a Ninja Turtle air freshener. So did you want your car to smell better? Did you want to do it in Ninja Turtle fashion? Well, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ninja Turtle air freshener. no smell anymore. So their scent wasn't great. But that one we got Raphael. Why wouldn't we? Here's what everybody loves: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on NES. The box, the artwork, obviously from one of the
Yeah.
comic books that everybody loves. Who can forget that underwater level where you get the shit shocked at you and it's scared and raised your blood pressure when you were a young kid?
Oh yeah.
Then you have Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game.
Is that the one with the free pizza? There's somebody.
Yep. This one was much funner and a much more versatile multiplayer game. Me and my sister used to rent this on the weekend and just play the shit out of it. Funny story. On this one, you know how the foot soldiers always change color?
Yeah.
Like there's purple ones and yellow ones. We always named them. So like the white one were the mayonnaise foot clan and the yellow ones were the mustard men. It was just goofy shit like that.
Yeah, but that's all. That's half the fun in game.
I can remember me and my sister doing that and just having a blast. And then this one's kind of cool.
Ooh. Wait, you
I'm
actually
really into
graded that game? Wow.
Loose graded. I'm into loose graded. So this is just the cart, and it's graded in A5. But this is Ninja Turtles 3 Manhattan Project, graded by CGC. I don't know anything about this. I bought it like this. I just thought it looked cool as shit. And I'm a big loose graded guy.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about graded stuff down the road too, as you said earlier today. So, yeah, who didn't love
Pez dispenser? Everybody loves Pez. You could get mean face or happy face on these Pez dispensers, so look for both.
And those only go for a couple bucks, maybe $5 if someone's trying to jerk you around, but they can't go
I
for
would
that.
say sealed, you could buy them for $10 a piece all day. Here's Avon products. So Avon got their hands in Ninja Turtles. This is a Ninja Turtles yo-yo.
Still works to a degree. Burger King Kids Club, we had the VHSs, but there was also, remember the bike gear? Did you have any of those like horns? And
Absolutely, I'll grab them right now.
Yeah, this is just insane. So, well, if you guys want, Josh has been on multiple times while he's going to plug. We're going to plug him again here too, just to check out advice on how you store everything neatly and keep it all organized, because that's I don't want to say it's a problem with Turtles, but there is a lot of stuff that we grew up with, and just even watching this.
I put all my stuff in glass cases.
Okay.
I got so sick of dusting.
Yeah.
I had everything out. So Burger King Kids Club, we got these spoke sliders.
Yep.
We got all 4 turtles, and it super basic. It slid right on there to your spoke of your bike, and then it clicky clacked around, and we thought we were king shit of Turd Mountain, man.
Oh yeah.
It was just awesome. And then here you got your candy toppers.
Yep, those are cool.
Yep, you got like jelly beans, there's M&Ms, or Skittles, or something in them. This is kind of neat. These are the Ninja Turtles juice boxes. So
I don't remember those. Wow, I don't think I had any of those.
I think I got Ninja Turtle and Donatello.
What brand is that? Before you put that away, Josh, is that a High C like the old days, or?
It's not High C. Let me see who made these.
Because that was Ecto Cooler that dominated that the juice box. Anybody, you weren't a cool kid if you didn't have Ecto Cooler back in the day.
Natural Kids Foods made these. 100% natural. 100%, or no, it doesn't even say 100%. 10% fruit juice. Says it right there. 10%
red grape.
But the best thing about these is they had comic artwork from Ninja Turtles Adventures on the back. Look at that.
Oh, damn.
And then you turn it over to the side. There's Mondo Mother Effin' Gecko.
Wow.
On a skateboard. I mean, just cool art, dude. So there's that. And here's another one, because we say it took over everything.
Yep.
Ninja Turtles playing cards.
Oh, you needed cards, of course.
Ace through King, you got them right there on the back. And this artwork is really cool. This is actually from the ooze cans. The artwork they use on these trading cards. So it's a baby turtle in ooze growing up into the full-size turtle. This is the exact same artwork they used on the ooze cans.
Dude, what else was cool just from collecting the iPad? There's Ninja Turtle toothbrushes. The shampoo bottles are really cool, too. There's like gigantic Raphael shampoo. I mean, there is just like Josh says, we could probably just do this in 24 hours and still not be done with the amount of stuff.
I don't have shampoo, but this is in a straight foam soap.
My God.
Again,
that was part of a kit, right? I think it came with more than that. Okay, I remember that.
It floats, it shapes, and it cleans. This is one of my favorite Ninja Turtle items that they sold. I only got 2 of the boxes. There's actually another box, but ooze Jello.
Whoa!
It's like, what better way to sell Jello than to call it ooze and put the Ninja Turtles on it?
So yeah, the second movie too. Nice.
Yes. So you got the whatever Leonardo got red ooze.
Yep.
Raph got green ooze. But Mikey and Donnie were on the same box. You got orange ooze with them. This is by Nabisco and it's Royal Jello.
Okay.
And then you could actually get a Jello Gold from an offer on these, which was kind of cool. Those are neat. And then this one right here, this is every dentist loved this because this put their kids through college. This is the secret of the ooze, squeeze and lick. So liquid lollipop. This is pure effing sugar. This stuff is still, it's not ruined yet. I could probably open this up and squeeze it under my tongue. I have no idea. It's like green ooze sugar shit.
I've never seen it.
The fact that this was sold as candy.
Yeah.
Liquid lollipop, Mike.
I don't even think I know. I mean, I've had. Oh, the other thing. It's pretty cool. Again, another thing that we grew up with that people still like are the ice cream bars. Those are they've remade those like Funko or some toy has actually made the popsicle stick.
Yeah, okay. Well, since we're still going, I'll dig around.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, hey, we'll put a curfew for another 10 minutes. I don't want. We'll keep this show at about 90 minutes tops. We got another like 10 or 20.
So the Ninja Turtle ice cream bars.
We want to make sure we have something to bring you back too, man.
Absolutely. So here you go, Ninja Turtle ice cream bars.
Yeah, there they are. The original ones, guys.
With bubblegum eyes.
Yep.
And if you look on the back of the wrapper, it was an exact copy of the fan club flyer. So you could anything in the fan club you could order with proofs of purchase from this ice cream as well. So this one has an offer. It says autographed stick inside. So if you looked at your popsicle stick, it might say Leonardo and have Leonardo's autograph, or it might say Donatello.
Well, they get autographed.
Donatello's autograph. And then I've got a different kind of Donatello. So this one is just stamped on the wood, and this one is colored into the wood, not stamped on. So a little different. And then I have a Michelangelo. I don't have a Raph yet, but I do have two Donatellos. So Michelangelo's a little worse for the wear, but I mean, everybody threw these away. Nobody kept Ninja Turtle popsicle sticks. So they're kind of hard to find. And then the last thing I pulled out, these are neat. This is the gel candies you used to get in the pack. This one's Leatherhead.
Okay.
And this one is a Mauser.
That's a sick piece.
These were just like big fruit snacks. You remember these?
Yeah. It was just like a one and done. Yep, I remember those. Those you can get at like Chuck E. Cheese, like for candy redeems too.
You just slurp them off, man. But they're made by Leo.
Let's see, two other ones I'll play through. Remember the gum dispensers where each had their own toy too? It was like a little cheap little dude, like where they're sitting on like a statue.
Yeah,
those I thought were cool. And just because you've been a part of a lot of Facebook groups, dude, has anybody still sold not the arcades, but that golf ball game? I think one of our friends actually has one in some of the groups. Like it was that golf game where you had tickets.
You're talking about the one where they fell out the top?
Yeah, it was almost like a Plinko machine. Like the Price is Right game. You just drop that and you'd win it. It was a terrible game to play because you would never get a lot of tickets, but it was just cool hearing the Turtles song.
Like sewer shooter or sewer.
Yeah. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, you would dump all these little balls in and you try to get Cowabunga.
I want to say somebody just bought one of them and refurbished it recently.
Yeah, I think I did see a post.
Was it Nick James?
That might have been. I know it was in a group.
Yeah, definitely somebody. But like I said, just this video, I didn't pull half the stuff I have out of the cabinets here.
And it's crazy because we just did a couple episodes and you said you sold most of your collection of the action figures. But as we bring this one in for Lanny, dude, I mean, I love my OG figures, but if it came down to it, I would actually have a lot more fun with these books and toys and miscellaneous than having a scratch on my shelf. I think it just touches to the inner child a little bit more,
Absolutely. That's with me. Like the more obscure and weird and then when you see it and you're like, oh my God, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of stuff means more to me now as a collector, just because, like I've had everything. I've owned a Ninja Turtle figure. It's cool to own scratch and like people show them off. And I get it because when I first got mine, I was like, oh, I got scratch.
Yeah, you were there.
Right? And like I finally did something in my Ninja Turtle collection. But like at the end of the day, like you can go onto eBay and type scratch. And if you've got the money, you can buy as many scratches as you want. They will not stop They'll not run out. They'll keep
Yeah.
selling them to you. But if you want to find a Ninja Turtles ice cream gum eyeball wrapper,
Yeah.
this is actually going to take you time and effort to be able to find one. And then you're going to get a bidding war with some other goofball like me who wants it too. And
Yeah.
like you might pay 40 or $50 for an empty wrapper.
Which
And
is
like I lost out. I tried getting a box. So it was the box
wow.
that these came in. Dude, I stopped at $100. It was just an empty box.
It doesn't stop. Then there's sleeping bags. We've talked about the pillows. I mean, backpacks. We didn't get into lunch boxes. There's so much more. But I think it's a good time to stop right here, Josh. I guess the question is, if somebody's now again, sometimes this is actually a good question. I think to actually end this because we're talking. There's still people doing. It's the end of the year. A lot of people are still not spring cleaning, but closing out their garage. They got to get ready for winter. They're just dumping stuff. They're doing flea markets. They're doing garage sales, toy shows, eBay, Craigslist. So let's just say, I don't know. Let's just give you a scenario. You've got $50 in your pocket, and you go to a garage sale, and you don't really have time to look at your phone because again, this is just miscellaneous stuff. This isn't an action figure that you can find. Let me look up how much a shredder is. You've got, let's just say, turtle pie. Let's just say some dude's got a turtle pie. Some 50 now. How do you go about it? They got it listed for $10 on their table, and you don't really have as much research. But based on your own experience, what would you say to somebody listening today if they're like, "Am I gonna have buyer's remorse?" And I'm gonna say no, just because like these are almost like golden opportunities.
So
you know what I
the thing
mean?
you got to remember is, so with the toys were meant to be sold and owned. So we understand that people saved them. The turtle pie wrappers were meant to be thrown away. It's garbage. Some nerd out there kept them. Some grandma out there kept them.
Yep.
And like I said, I looked last week and I saw multiple sold listings of $75 just for the wrapper. So it's like, and when I bought mine, I think I paid $25 and I thought that was high. I was like, but I really want them because I wanted them for that shelf and I had that proof sheet of stickers, so I wanted something to display with them. So I bought them, and then I was just looking them up because of whatever, and it's not something that's going to get easier to find, and there's not more of them that are coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, what's out there is what's out there. With turtle pie stuff, like I said, it sells good, but like the stickers, they're probably worth $2 or $3 a piece. But that's just for a sticker. That's a pretty good value for something that was thrown away or slapped on a locker or put on somebody's, remember book covers? We had to cover our books so they'd be ready for next year.
Oh, yeah. God, we even talked about pencils, folders, all that. I think I probably got a folder or two upstairs. That's some real good advice. And again, how do you make sure you get to enjoy your collection? Because we know a lot of friends, we've talked about this a couple times before, just where again, a lot of us are hoarders. You want to have it all. I mean, you'll see here, I've got tons of NECA figures and plushies. I only have one Tupperware stuff I don't have anywhere. It's just a whole bunch of toys I had that means something special to me. I don't want to have, and this is just me personally, I don't want to have 20 Tupperwares of stuff. I want to display this stuff. So how far is too far?
At one time, I had my entire closet full of boxes of Ninja Turtle vehicles and carded figures and loose figures. And it was all shit I couldn't display. My wife gave me the whole dining room. Like I had every wall. I had shelves built into every wall. I went around the whole top of the room. I went from the floor to the ceiling on walls. And like the main problem was dusting and shit became a nightmare. I'd have to do it like once a month. And it basically meant take everything off your shelf and then dust it and then put it back. And it sucked. It was terrible. And then I had so much stuff. I still have, like in my basement and out in my shop. I've got Ninja Turtle stuff that has been in that basement since I moved 4 years ago. It just never. I'm never going to display it. So my thing is, if it sits for more than 6 months and it's not in a display, do you really need to own it?
That's why that's a great advice for anything. That's even like my video games.
And then like my Ninja Turtle display is cool. Don't get me wrong.
Oh God, yeah.
And when people come over, they ask me about it. I'll get questions here or there, but I mean, in reality, it's for me. You know what I mean? I like that shit.
Yeah.
So it's only what I can display in my shelves. And I told you I use glass cabinets. I'm not dusting no more shit. Even with glass cabinets, I have to dust once a year, and that's too much.
Yeah.
My big thing is display, collect what you can display. Don't. I've personally seen this in many collectors. They go overboard when they start.
Yeah.
They spend too much money. They buy too much shit. They buy junk shit.
Yep, just to buy it too, because they think it's gonna be worse, and they just keep buying it.
Or they're like, oh, I'm getting 30 figures for $30, and they come back and everybody's missing an arm and no weapons, no accessories. Now you got to hunt down belts and shit, and
they're not reselling as much either. We've talked about that in other episodes. Even John Coleman said it's like what's the word you guys call it? The hardcore bare bones, which means like they're just literally there's no accessories. It's just the turtle itself.
You're not selling it. It's $2.
Yeah.
$2 tops.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that's what you're gonna get, and that's fine if you're selling bare bones. But like I said, for a collection, if you want to display them, bare bones does a lot. That was when I had all my figures, when I owned them all and I had them all displayed. I had all the weapons in individual Ziploc bags. So it was over 400 Ziploc bags with weapons in them that I had to keep in a different storage container. And then they'd say, oh, is that one complete? Because you're not showing it with his weapons. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's complete. And I'd have to dig through a storage bin and find his weapons and be like, see, I got them all.
Yeah, exactly.
And then with the turtles that had colored variants of weapons, I'd have to have another bag for those.
I guess.
So I've went crazy with it myself. So that's my big thing. Don't go overboard. Stay within your means and collect what you like. It doesn't have to be super valuable to be fun.
No, and it's easy. Of course, it's easier said than done too. But just like I even say for advice, like I'm into a card game now. I've been doing.
I've seen that the Disney one or whatever.
Yeah. So just my advice to collectors: just keep a notebook. It's better than having. I think I guess because we're old school. Maybe
when I first started, that's what I did. I wrote down the price of everything I bought.
Yeah, and that's exactly the best way to go. I mean, nowadays you could have Word, Excel. That's fine. It's like put money towards it. Like for me, when I get my paychecks or any income, I put 5 or 10% of it, and I put it into my collecting fund. And then you can also buy and flip stuff too.
What I found these like Ninja Turtles 1 and 2.
Yeah,
you'll notice on these they have these little white tags up here, and the front's kind of sun faded. These were video game rentals. That's where these came from. Some rental store in like Greenville, Illinois. And I got them really cheap. I think I paid like $10 or $15 a piece. But I'm okay with that sticker being on there, and I'm okay with it being a little sun faded on the front because I'm not buying it for it to be the best one ever made.
No,
I'm buying it because I remember playing that game and it's awesome. And I remember going to the video store and picking out this box. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is you see this one. It's S158, but then it's number 2. So that means I had 2 copies of this because this was a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. It's still a fun one to play because that one was the first 2-player game. That one's just 1 player. That one's fun.
This one's a little more faded than the other one, but still cool as shit. Like I said, I paid almost nothing for them. They're beat up boxes, but it doesn't mean shit. It's just really cool.
Same thing with Pokemon. Again, like you say, buy what you enjoy. I think you've said that before in a lot of our toys. So don't buy to sell. I stress
that a lot.
Yeah, just because again, sometimes. Again, it's just I think it's because both of us have learned that too, where it's like, yeah, I got this for $5, it's worth 10, but then can't sell it back anyway because then you get sick of it. Like you say, buy something you're going to enjoy because, like you just talked to, there may be a time where 6 months from now, what do I still have this thing? I got to make room. I've got kids now, or I've got new stuff I want to buy. I don't have room for this anymore.
I am getting ready to go through a bunch of shit and move a bunch more shit. Like I said, because I have a basement full of stuff and a shop. Yeah. Like, I just need to. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to have all this shit. But because, I'm not old by any means.
Yeah.
But, like, my kids are getting to the point where my kids are getting ready to move out. Nobody wants this shit. Kids don't care about the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So like if I don't get rid of it, it's gonna get sold at a yard sale or something, and I'd rather get the money that it's worth. So I'll just get rid of it now instead of just letting it hoard up in my basement.
It's kind of funny you brought that up because I was talking to my parents about that a couple of years ago, and it was like like my mom has 2 boys and a grandson, not a granddaughter. So it was like, what do you do with your Barbies, Mom? Dad, what do you? It's like because like it's like look, when they pass over, like you say, when we pass over. we're not giving this, we're not passing this on, and no one's going to want it. So
I had that call with my father the other day. He's like
Oh,
called me and he's like, he's always had like this sports shelf. You know,
yeah,
like when we go to a baseball game and they give you a hat or whatever.
yeah.
My dad has always kept that shit.
Okay.
It's always been on this shelf. And he's like, you want any of this stuff? And I personally don't want him to throw it away. So I said yes. And I'm going to end up putting it in a box and I'm going to have it in my basement.
Yeah.
But it's just who we are, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, do the stuff you like, but also remember always that's just stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely always just stuff. And buy things with the mind that one day you're probably going to move them again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't like become attached. Like, why are you going to be like I said, I've had a couple scratches and I don't have a scratch now. And would it be cool to have one? Absolutely. But is it my feelings that I don't have one anymore? Nah.
No, I think a lot of people have come to that not crossroads. I mean, again, for collecting, it's almost like you hit it. You reached your Mount Everest. You got what you wanted. You set the goal, and you got it. Like me, I took a long time. I finally got me a news van years ago, and I was so happy to have it. And eventually, I let it go. It was just. I think it's just cool. It's maybe
like the hunt.
Yeah, like it's not the destination, it's the journey to get it. I think, which is more half the fun. Like we've said, we've made tons of friends doing this.
Oh,
but
man,
Josh,
I go to Nashville every year, 5 hours away, to meet a guy that lives farther than that away that I never met until the internet. And we've done this for 4 years now.
Yeah.
And when we first met, he just had an extra hotel room because of COVID. And he's like, hey, free hotel room if you want to come up here. I was like, fuck, I'll drive up there.
Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, Josh, as we bring this in for Alani, my friend, you mentioned that you might be selling some stuff. So where can people find you? We know you got a Facebook.
Well, my eBay store is just Melchert's Guide. I do sell a lot on there. When I sell other outside of that, it's just in the Facebook groups. There's a lot of really cool Ninja Turtles groups that when I sell stuff like this, with stuff like this, it's so hard to price. Like this juice box, it's so hard to price. I'll just start everything at $1 and let people pay what they think it's worth. Because I probably paid $1 or less for that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So find me on Facebook, Josh Melcher. Find me on eBay, Melchert's Guide. Check out my Ninja Turtle page, Josh Melchert's Visual Guide to Vintage and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's on Facebook. I keep saying I'm going to start that back up, and I really need to, but I just haven't had the time. I've been working my ass off. Me and you fight days of the week just to get one of these podcasts in.
Yeah. Well, we hope to have you back again, dude. It's always a great time talking retro turtles, living the dream. Josh, as always, my man, appreciate your time here. And like you say, collect them all.
Yep. Enjoy and remember to collect them all. Peace.
Another episode of Shellonomics is in the books. If you guys have not yet checked out all of our other amazing episodes, we've had amazing guests. We've talked about the 1987 cartoon, 2003 cartoon, Next Mutation, coming out of their shells, video games, the comics, crossover comics like Batman and the Power Rangers, and tons of amazing content with you guys, the fans. Be sure to stop by our YouTube channel, Spotify, and Twitch. And if you have somebody who'd like to be on the show, get in touch with us at kingmikedas@gmail.com. That's KINGMIKEDAS@gmail.com.